Today I'm going to be making a crochet rose. So you will start with one color of thread and a 3.5mm hook. You will start by making your slip knot and then chain 60. Once you reach the end of your 60 chains, you are going to double crochet starting in the second stitch from your hook all the way across, and then you'll do 2 rows of double crochets. So you'll go across your chain and then back. After your rows of double crochets, this is where we will start our petals. So to start the petals, you're going to want to double crochet 5 double crochets in your first stitch, and then you will do 2 single crochets between each petal, and then repeat that 5 double crochets. So you'll do 5 double crochets in a stitch, 2 single crochets in the next 2 stitches, and then another 5 double crochets and another 2 single crochets. And you will do this all the way down your yarn. So this is what you should have after you do the 3rd row. And to start the 4th row, you're going to count off 12 from the end, and you are not going to do any additional work to the first 6 of those 12. But to get to those 12, you will do double crochets increasing on the 3rd stitch of each petal and the single crochets in between. So you'll do 2 double crochets, you'll do an increased 2 double crochets, 2 single crochets, leaving the last 12 petals of your flower. Once you reach the last 12 petals, for the next 6 petals, you are going to do single crochets. You'll do 2 single crochets, increase on the 3rd stitch, 2 single crochets, and then slip stitch in between each petal. So leaving your last 6 petals, you're going to turn your work and we're going to start working back the other direction. To start, you need to do, you're going to slip stitch over all of those 6 petals that we just single crocheted. After doing your slip stitches, once you reach the petals you double crocheted over, you're going to single crochet over the first half, increasing again at the top. But when you get to that increase, you'll do your first stitch of the increase, you'll chain 2, slip stitch back into that stitch, and do the second stitch of your increase and continue on. After doing half with single crochets, you'll do the second half, the last half of your petals that you have to do with double crochets, again doing the chain 2 in the increase to create a point. And the final step is to roll up your flower, making sure that your bottom stitches, your first row of single crochets, stays aligned at the bottom. And then you will sew it together going through the petal and tie it off. And there's your flower.